Sony's tablet division has struggled to match the quality of the iPad or the affordable excellence of Google's Nexus 10, but it's hoping that a bigger version of the amazing Xperia Z smartphone will do the trick. Does the Tablet Z work, or is it just another Android tablet to ignore? At just 16.9mm thin, the Xperia Tablet Z is slimmer than most phones and e-readers, never mind slates with 600 mAh batteries. And at just 495 grams, it's also very light as well. But that big 16:9 screen can be a little bit unwieldy, especially considering the big black bezels that surround it. Hold it horizontal and it's hard to press the volume rocker. There's also thin tabs covering the headphone and micro USB ports that make it fiddly to use. Of course, those flaps protect the Tablet Z against water, which is very unique in the world of gadgets. It can handle up to 30 minutes submerged in water and even get blasted by water jets like the Tab. Finger tracking is good, but rubbing your finger along a droplet-filled screen doesn't feel particularly smooth. The Tablet Z's 10.1-inch screen boasts a very nice full HD resolution. That gives you crisp images and sharp text. Contrast is great too, but it's nowhere near as pleasing on the eye as the iPad's stunningly sharp Retina display. There's a Snapdragon S4 processor, clocked to 1.5 GHz, as well as 2 GB of RAM. That means that this year's games won't be a problem for the Tablet Z, while web browsing and watching HD movies should be buttery smooth. It runs Android Jelly Bean that has been lightly skinned by Sony. You get a few extras, like a pop-up app drawer, Walkman, music player, Video Unlimited, and a few more custom apps too. If you have no shame and don't mind taking pictures with your tablet, you'll be pleased to find that the 8.1 megapixel camera does a decent job, provided you leave it on automatic settings. There's a micro SD card expansion, up to 64 GB, which you're probably going to need, because the 16 GB Tablet Z only comes with 11 GB of usable space. There's also 4G and NFC on board as well, with an infrared blaster that lets you use it as a universal remote. Battery life is a real boon though, and if you go easy on the brightness, it'll last 8 to 9 hours on regular use. All in all, the Tablet Z is a solid tablet for 2013. Waterproofing will be a big deal for some, but rest assured, there's also a lovely screen, good performance, and a solid battery. If it didn't cost so much money compared to the iPad, we'd give it 5 stars.